Okay, and we are live. So when last we left off, we had just settled the merger mystery in Unhumanity, and the party is going to be making their way to Thorix to pick up the broken Spelljammer helm. This week, Lisa or Mr. Winter is no longer with us, but Keelan, playing Ulfgear, has rejoined. So, what would you like to do? Don't everyone jump at it at once.
Go back to Thorix.
Sounds good.
I wanted to ask the Dragonborn lady,
Yep.
Vlad's sister,
Yep.
whether she knows anything about the dagger or a wizard around here, or like somebody who might have be like a hybrid of things. So like have a body part of an animal attached to them or something.
She says she's never heard of anything like that. She said that she knows of like two wizards. There's a woman named Ahifora who lives in Little Thorix, and there is also the headmaster who works at the institute.
Right.
Okay. Is the other wizard in Little Thorix the lady at the shop?
You remember Ahifora as the woman who ran the magic item shop?
Yeah. Okay, good. Yeah. Okay.
Well, thank you. Nice to meet you. Goodbye.
Okay, I'll move you back to the main map.
Is there were we going places on the way or something?
Say again, sorry.
I kind of wanna. Okay. Just looking at the map now, and last time we took like a straight route between Saint Delpa and Unhumanity, right? Is there anything kind of here?
There's like sparsely populated trees, but it doesn't appear to have anything built up that you can see from the road, at least.
Okay. Do we want to like walk around there, guys, or?
Sure. I mean,
I think what I'm wondering about is that there a different way to go back to Thorax than through Saint Delpa?
I think those of you who've lived on Thorix would know that the roads that you see on the map are the only roads that exist.
Okay. A small detour and then on our way?
Yeah.
Okay. So while you're on your way on the road between Unhumanity and Saint Delpa, I'm going to message one of you with a question to ask the party to have a bit of group bonding. Okay, so one of you has gotten a message from me. Would you ask the party that question and start a bit of roleplay?
So guys, random thought, but as a robot, and I've been working at restaurants, and so I haven't met a lot of people, and I know living beings like have relationships and so. So I was wondering about your first kisses.
I roll my eyes, but say nothing.
You know, I do not really understand a lot of. So maybe you guys tell me your experience with first love or love in general. I don't know, maybe I will understand it better.
I think Splat just kind of comes up and sits beside you and just looks equally curious to find out about kissing.
How old is Splat?
It's hard to tell, given he's an ancient dragon. He seems to have the behavior and general sentiment of maybe like a 9-year-old, 8-9-year-old.
Okay.
You don't get the impression that Splat fucked.
Well, fair enough then.
So no, so I guess you haven't. You're not gonna tell me, guys.
Well, whilst that's a good question, really good one. I actually have another one that's like, how does it work with the
Oh boy.
with the robots? How do you have you ever been in love?
I don't think so. My line of robot, we're automatons. So we were produced. And for most of part, we weren't really conscious. And I don't think the rest of my line is conscious. Like I'm here because I've kind of grown a consciousness, or I'm living now because I think my arm, because as you can see, it's made of different materials, and I think I none of my of the other automatons in my line in the restaurant ever felt anything. I think they were, just doing their job.
Mm.
I really didn't have a consciousness before the accident with my arm.
Mm.
I guess I did love my boss because he showed me the ropes after the accident and was really helpful. And I really liked the dwarfs that dine at the restaurant daily, and they did my arm, you know. So, but I don't think I have romantic feelings. I don't think we have that, or we weren't designed for it,
Mm.
you know. So yeah, I was wondering how it was for you guys.
Mine was silly, actually. So I grew up on the streets of Shepspa, actually.
Mm.
And it was a lot of street urchins. Well, I was one of them. So I just kissed a friend one day out of curiosity. And it was very soft and quite nice. And I just kind of start kind of staring into space without saying anything else.
Mm. Um, Ulfi, anything to add?
Not too much difference, I guess. The sensation is the same. Nice, soft. But yeah. I don't talk about it too much.
Mm.
Relationships are tricky. Let's put it that way.
So I've heard a lot of dwarfs complain a lot about relationships. They seem very complicated.
They can be.
Sometimes, well, so people, normal people, I guess, maybe not adventurers, but seems to be a general belief that relationships are great and you should strive to have one and whatnot, but I'm just not sure what a big deal is. It seems like too much at stake almost.
your life is simple, as you said, like not adventurous. But if your life is simple, I guess you get the thrill from relationships. You get the we have to deal with robbers or mysteries. They got relationships.
Yeah, I guess. Sometimes I think that, well, it would be nice to have a home and someone waiting there for me. But then again, I would never know how much time until I see them again.
Yeah.
Hard to
Mm.
commit to somebody when you're constantly moving.
Yeah.
And as you're sort of lost in this discussion, time has passed and you're sort of wandering aimlessly through the sparsely populated forest. And you've noticed that, like, here or there, there's like the stumps of a tree as opposed to the full tree. And this becomes more common as you sort of reach an area that is mostly tree stumps, except for one large tree where you can see a man is being pinned against this large tree by a moose.
Is
Whoa.
the man
That's what
still
you think.
alive?
He is
Oh,
still
sorry.
alive. He's very clearly got his his entire body is pinned against the tree by the antlers of this moose, and you can see that he's got his right hand sort of like grasping downwards at this axe that he's been using. You can see that there are cut marks on the tree on the north end of the tree where he's been like cutting it down, and the moose has him pinned up against the tree.
Hey there, buddy. You need help?
And you hear two voices. One says yes, one says no.
Where do each of the voices come from?
So the man who's pinned against the tree has like a higher pitched voice. He seems that he's very sort of like he's panting heavily and he's very discontented. And he is the one who's screaming yes, and the moose in a very low grovelly voice says no.
One of you.
What exactly is going on here?
Yeah, that.
This fucking moose has pinned me up against the tree.
Okay, and now Moose, what's your side?
This guy is cutting down trees in my forest.
And why is it your forest?
I was told that it was
By whom?
my master, the one who opened my mind.
Does
Okay.
the master have a dagger by any chance?
No, she is a druid.
Oh, cool. We haven't met a druid on our journey yet.
I think Mr. Winter is technically a druid.
Mr. Winter is a druid, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, never mind then. We haven't met a moose druid yet.
Yeah. Well, buddy, did you ask permission to cut the trees?
Yeah, Mr. Lumberjack, what's
Why did
what's
I
your
ask
right to
permission?
cut the
It's
trees?
my forest. I live here. I need wood for my fire to cook my food and to keep my family warm.
How big is your family that you have to cut down the whole forest?
Well, I sell some of the wood as well.
Aren't you overdoing it a little bit? Look around. There is no
Hold
many
on. Are
trees
you
left.
taking the moose's side? He attacked me.
I mean,
Cut down his trees.
yeah, it seems like you started it.
Can't you just kill this goddamn moose or at least give me the axe and let me do it?
No killing, please.
Can I walk over to him and just take the axe away from him?
Mr. Moose, would you be willing to let that man go peacefully if he promises he's not gonna cut any more trees?
Yes,
The
but
guy in
if I catch
trees.
him doing it again, it's kill on sight.
No,
Mr.
but
Yeah, go for it.
Maybe he's gonna keep cutting the trees. So why don't you like make a deal with him? Like for every tree he cuts, he plants another, so that eventually they will grow. And
What,
like
what
put a
about
limit
for
on
every
the
tree he
number of
cuts
trees.
down, I kill one of his children? An eye for an
That
eye.
might be a bit extreme.
Yeah, that's not really the same.
Now, my biology isn't great, but I don't think the children of a moose are trees.
I am one with nature.
Well, does your druid have anything to say to it, or have you been just made the defender of this forest?
My master, Shifra, she allowed me to think and to reason and to speak. And she told me that I am one with the forest and that it is my job to roam and protect it.
For
Right.
somebody who was just given reason, you don't reason. You don't a lot.
Yeah, you're stupid, yeah?
Now, Splat, be kind.
Sorry, you're stupid, Moose.
Close enough.
So it's a no deal, right? There is no. Why wouldn't you be willing to accept this? Why do you crave
What
blood?
about for every tree he cuts down, he plants 10 trees?
Yeah, that seems reasonable.
Yeah. What
How
about
about
that?
5?
8.
7.
7, and that's the final.
If he agrees to it, I'll take 7.
Mr.
Okay,
Lumberjack?
and
What say you?
Yeah, if it gets me off this goddamn tree.
No.
we
You have to make a deal, otherwise we just leave you here.
Fine, I'll replant 7 trees for every tree I cut down.
have an accord.
I would like to ask the moose to let him down, but also I'm gonna write it down and make the Mr. Lumberjack sign it.
Contract.
Yeah, he comes down and he's like, sorry, I don't know how to read, but I'll just do a big X on the contract.
Yeah, well, you can
That
leave a
works.
drop of your blood at the bottom so that we would know it's you. The paper would know, Mr.
Can I have the
Mr.
axe
Lumberjack.
to prick my finger?
Yeah.
Yes, please. That is important.
He takes
And I
it.
will give him back his
He
axe.
takes the axe. He slowly brings it towards his finger. He looks at the moose, and then he shakes his head, and then he cuts open his index finger, and he puts a blood mark on the page.
Okay.
Now we own your soul. Thank you.
What?
No returns.
Oh,
Sweet. Okay. Mr. Moose, is your master living nearby?
Oh, she's very far north from here. I walked maybe 3 or 4 days to get down here.
Okay.
Aye.
She lives in Now.
Now.
It's way up north.
Okay. Now in the north. We might be coming back around here just to check whether both of you are sticking to the deal you've made. Okay?
Okay.
Moose,
Yeah, go for it.
Moose, you have to reason with the. You've been given reason for a reason. You have to reason.
Hey!
You've been given reason for a reason. Be reasonable.
You have to talk it out, okay?
Okay.
You don't go for killing on the first step. Maybe the second one. But
And
talk it out.
you are often gonna get more with a carrot than with a stick, you know? Meaning, do you know what that means, Mr. Moose?
Carrots are tasty.
They are. Yes.
And if you get hit by a stick, it hurts, right?
Mm-hmm.
So, diplomacy, Mr. Moose. Diplomacy.
He says, but I can't carry carrots. I don't have hands.
What?
I can't carry carrots. I don't have hands.
Oh, it's just a figure of speech.
I'm confused.
Basically, if you're nice, you can achieve more than if you're violent.
Okay, if you say so.
And Mr. Lumberjack, you know, it's in your best interest to replant those trees. Think about your children. What if your eldest son becomes a lumberjack in this forest, but there are no more trees to cut?
Yeah,
Have you thought about the prospects?
No, I suppose it is a finite resource.
Mm-hmm.
I also don't know how I would know the word finite if I can't read.
I would argue you've heard it in conversation.
I need to get better at choosing language for low intelligence monsters.
But yeah, Mr. Lumberjack, you have also been given reason for a reason. So I hope you just go forth peacefully from now on.
Okay.
Here for your trouble. Can I give him a silver piece?
Sure.
How much are like tree saplings?
I have no idea. A couple of coppers.
Okay, so like you can buy the first couple.
Yeah.
Saplings with that.
Yeah, getting from the trees themselves.
Okay. Are we done with this, or do we want to keep going? Or
can we talk about reason some more? I like it.
Also given reason.
Oh, I would like to pat Mr. Lumberjack on the shoulder, and I would also like to ask the moose. May I pat your head, Mr. Moose?
yeah, sure.
I pat the moose on the head. I've always wanted to do that. I say, pat, 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 pat.
Do you wanna pet the moose, Splat?
Yeah. Good moose. Good moose.
The lumberjack sort of walks off.
Yeah, okay. Little forks?
Sure.
With any luck, we might just get there before sundown.
Does anyone need wood for anything? There's like a half-cut tree here.
No.
Okay, you make your way through to St.
Leave it flat.
Would you like to do anything in St.
Can I say hello to the church lady?
Sure, hold on. St. Delpa. I've got so many maps. So at this point, the cart is no longer in disarray in the middle of the street. It's been moved.
I thought we returned it.
Sorry, you said it again?
I thought we returned
Yeah,
with the...
you did. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so you can make your way into the temple. And previously I showed you like a really bad drawing that I did, but I actually have since got an artist to redraw the depictions on the walls, the sort of like the bas relief murals sort of things. And I found this really cool guy who does like Inca Aztec sort of artwork. Oh no, that's a spoiler. There we go. I think I'll just screen share on Discord is probably the best way to show you guys, because can you see that?
Yeah.
Go on Discord. You should be able to see my screen.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Oh, that's
It's
so cool.
loading for
Yeah,
me.
same. Ooh,
Yeah.
very cool.
Oh.
It's
You'll be
awesome.
Oh,
doing
that's
left to right in the church.
Yeah, yeah. So
Like, does this?
it's like the top three are on the left hand side, and the bottom three are on the right hand side.
Oh, it almost looked like a biblically accurate angel. Lovely.
Hey, I'm reading the Bible. No spoilers. Gosh. Okay. Yeah. And they were all sent to be in as different images, so I can't. I could send them all into the Discord channel, but I'll do that after we're done, and I will
Sweet.
stop screen sharing. Okay. Yeah. So those are the images, the mural images. So
Rusty, you wanted to say hi, right?
No, Rila wanted to say hi
Yeah,
to.
it was me. I was just making the card go away. But
oh,
yeah.
okay. You like tip X'd it out.
Nothing to see there. Yeah, I would like to say hi and like ask her how is she and how is the settlement doing.
Yeah. Just give me a second. Have I not changed all of you to? I have changed all of you to St. Delta. Why is my account not? Sorry, technical issues. Technical difficulties. Stand by.
Elevator music, elevator music, elevator music.
For some reason, the so I have a separate Roll20 account to be a player, and for some reason it joined as a DM, and so it's not following the screen as when I change it. So I got that fixed. Okay. Sorry, what was the question?
How is the settlement doing?
We're doing fine. We've had someone new join us recently, um, but I mean we're still destitute, really. That shark was a nice feast. It was a nice something to warm the hearts and warm the bellies of the townsfolk, but we're still incredibly poor, and we're still definitely sort of scraping by. Um, Oh, I saw those little miniatures that you had made. They look very good. Thanks for patronizing us. And I mean
Mm,
patronizing in a nice way.
mm. Was there any so we kind of met here in unfortunate circumstances. Have you guys been like attacked since we last met or anything like that?
No, they well, the the cart driver that was racist towards us hasn't come back.
Okay.
So I think they've been sending more amicable drivers recently.
Okay. Good. Um, that's all I wanted to say. Anybody else?
Who's the new one?
Uh, yeah, we can't hear Paula. Sorry.
Oh.
If you're saying anything, we can't hear you.
Yeah, Paul, we can't
No,
hear
I
you.
can hear you.
Yeah, okay, we can
Oh,
hear you now. And
yeah, you just
Keelan,
said
if you're
something
speaking, you're
else.
muted, by the way.
Eh?
Yeah, no, I was snacking.
Okay.
Okay, the
Yeah.
last thing I heard was something about the figurines, and that I was, yeah.
She was just
It's a
thanking
new.
us for the
Yeah, the
patronage.
new person is a little girl. Her name is Sai, SCI.
Mm-hmm.
She She has a very prominent third eye on her forehead, and she's had a lot of difficulties in life because of that.
Is it a
Oh,
real eye?
Yeah, it functions.
Amazing.
I would
Yeah.
like to take out my three-eyed statue. Then
Mm-hmm.
the one I bought last time.
Yep.
I would like to give it to her.
Yeah, she is in one of the shanties, but if you left the chapel, you could go and give it to her.
Okay, I want to do that.
Before we leave, can I offer a donation of say 10 gold to um the chapel?
Um, the elder says, "Well, it's very kind of you. You really don't have to. If you know, you shouldn't make yourself starve so that we can eat."
I'm sure we will be okay.
She says, "Thank you."
Oh, and is what's the dragon's name? The other dragon, Frosty, hungry because we can get some rat meat.
Frosty is a growing dragon. He is always hungry.
Okay, let's get all of their stock of rat meat as well.
Okay, that's going to cost you like 14 copper pieces.
Yes, please, absolutely. I can even, I can just give them 1 silver piece.
That's shortchanging them. 10 copper
Oh,
is
how
1 silver.
many? Oh, okay. Well, two silver pieces
Okay.
then.
Yep.
No need for change.
I thought you were about to haggle with the destitute.
Sorry.
The paupers. Okay, yeah, it's fine. And they thank you kindly. And Frosty,
Splat, you want some?
Frosty loves it.
Do you want a skewer splat? Yeah, so I just give one. You can
strong.
Yes. And then I want to find the girl.
Yeah, she is in this house. She is maybe like 7 or 8 years old, still very young, and you can see that she's got like a fringe covering her forehead eye, but you can sort of see through the fringe because it's not very thick. That she does have a
Is the
lot
eye
of.
the same color? Is it the same color as her other eyes, like her two regular eyes?
Her normal eyes are like kind of like a brown color, and her third eye is kind of like a gold, maybe like a coppery sort of sheen to it.
Oh, very cool.
I would like to kind of kneel in front of her and say hello.
Hi.
My name is Relia. I've heard you had some trouble with people dealing with your third eye, and I just wanted to tell you that they're wrong, and they shouldn't be doing that. And I wanted you to have something, and I take out the figure with the three-eyed Azzy, and I give it to her.
She like her
Wouldn't it
like
be funny
face
that-
just like like brightens up, and she like starts to cry, and you can see that like there is tears coming out of her third eye as well as her regular eyes.
No,
She's
I wipe tears of all three of them, and I give her a hug.
But you only have two hands.
She hugs you. She hugs you back.
Do it one at a time. And just like say something wholesome like never let people decide how much you're worth. Only you can do that. And I boop her nose. And I hug her again.
Mm-hmm. She hugs you back.
Seeing Rila give her the figurine, I'm like, oh yeah, that reminds me, Ulfric. I had these figurines of us made. Here's yours, and I give it to him.
Thank you. And I take it and I tuck it into my like robe up near, like I guess underneath my armor in the robe, like right by where my heart would be, I guess.
Aww. That's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
You should see Splat. It looks pretty cool, just like him.
Very cool. Thank you.
Okay. shall we move on?
Yeah.
Okay. So then on the road between St. Delpa and Thorix, someone has a
Mhm.
question they want to ask.
Friend, you know
Hmm.
that lady with the three eyes, and she was crying, and
Mhm.
I was just thinking that I'm so big and strong and tall, and I never cry. What? When did you last cry?
Sheesh, we do have deep conversation in those forests, right?
Sorry, guys.
Yeah. Yeah. They're great. I don't really cry. We weren't made to cry. We were made to make pies. I found-
Why cry when you can make a pie?
So yeah,
Oh, that sounds like a good solution. Should we go and give her a pie?
yeah, we
Yeah, we
can.
could. Next time we're there.
Yeah, we have to come through here. I think to go to Shishpa, no, or no, there might be another way. But if we go through, I wanted to get to give her another thing either way, but I still have to find someone to make it. So yeah, we can definitely go back and make pies.
Oh, and if we ever kill a shark, we can bring it there again and repeat your feast. And we
Yeah,
can make it into annual shark festival.
yeah.
Okay.
Actually,
What about you, Olivia? What makes you cry?
myself. Or who did you ask? Sorry.
I thought you said what makes you cry, myself.
Have you seen me?
Wow.
That's too deep. We cannot get that deep in the forest.
Dun dun dun. Who did you ask that?
Hurt you.
Oh, okay. Oh well, I haven't cried for a while actually. Can't remember exactly, but when I was in my late teen, one of my well, one of my really good friends died, and I think that was the last time. But it felt so horrible that I kind of decided not to try again, not to cry again, more than anything. And it wasn't really anybody's fault. He died of like one of the diseases that was plaguing the city, but it just felt so unfair. And yeah, um, kind of like Rusty. Why cry when you can make pie? It's kind of I promised myself that rather than crying, I should just take action. So yeah, there's that.
But Raelia,
Mm.
aren't you worried that the party are suppressing our emotional needs through amateur baking?
Matter.
Uh, I guess I could try. I've never made a pie. Maybe you can teach me, Rusty.
I don't know. It's kind of complicated.
Wow. Thank you. I feel
I
like a
mean,
failure and I haven't even started. Come on, believe in me.
I believe in you. It's kind of complicated.
Okay, well, if we have like a couple of days of downtime, you can show me the easiest recipe for a pie and I'll try doing it under your supervision. Okay?
I don't know if I'll be able to teach you. I was not made to teach, but I'll try.
Yeah, if it doesn't work, I'll just watch you do it.
But I did like your story about your friend because it reminded me of my friends back at the restaurant. I don't, I haven't cried, but I feel like if I could, I would have. Because on my last years at the restaurant, the my other fellow robots, automatons that work there, they malfunction, so they started to not work, kind of what you would say die, until I was the only one that was still functioning
Hmm.
because I couldn't repair myself, but I cannot. It's too difficult to repair the others. And then my boss also died, and that's why I'm here. Because I left and then I crashed here. I didn't know what I was gonna do, so I kind of landed on here on this job. But
Hmm.
your story reminded me of when my boss died. I would have cried if I could.
I'm sorry, Rusty.
It's okay. Things happen.
Okay, and with that, time
So you
flies,
buy.
and you
Oh,
end up in Thorix. So you come in. Oh no. So you come in this road. Sorry, I've got a lot to juggle at one time. You come in this road, and what would you like to do?
um,
Report back to Lord Ashcroft that we solved crimes.
Mhm.
yeah.
Sure.
We
So
even solved the crimes that didn't happen yet, like the attempted murder of Mr. Lumberjack.
Who you didn't ask the name of.
I would argue self-defense.
Fair enough. Okay.
You walk past
That's
the big dark spot, and you notice that the torch is still there and still lit, and it appears that that around the torch they have built like a small bonfire.
nice.
Okay, you make your way up to Lord Ashcroft's estate and um, inform him.
Oh,
Yep.
sorry. If you could just remind me, there was something about the top of a mountain with a dark patch as well.
Yeah. So on the
Was that?
road between Thorix and Sea Shepspa, there is a place called the Shadowed Heights, which is
Okay.
a mountain that used to be shaded, which is why it's called the Shadowed Heights.
Okie dokie.
I keep clicking off the page cut. Anyway, and it's really annoying because I'm not chilling out for like the Roll20 premiums. I have to wait like 20 seconds every time I click off it to just come back in. I should with all the okay, yeah, okay, it's my fault. Um, so Thorix, yeah, okay. So what would you like to say to Mr. Ashcroft or his workers rather? Don't everyone jump in at
Greetings.
once.
Mr. Ashcroft, sir. Wait, do you cry?
uh, and he says, I can't deal with this. Johnny, you take care of this. And Johnny walks off. He was like ready to
it's
greet you to like thank you,
alright.
and he was just like, not today.
It's
So
okay to cry, sir.
Johnny says, Mr.
I
Ashcroft is otherwise busy. Uh,
It
So
was just there.
we've got
Weird.
we've got news. We got a raven saying that the problem in Unhumanity was solved. So next up
Yes.
for you guys, we want you to take the broken Spelljammer helm from Fletcher the Smiths to Sea Chefspa to the Institute so that they can fix it.
Mm-hmm. Are we gonna take a cart or something?
Yeah, you should go speak to Eddie at the, what did I call it?
Cabbies, I think.
Yeah, the
Is
cab,
it?
the Teamsters,
Oh, yes.
the taxi service, to go and get one of those carts because the spell jamming helm is quite a hefty thing. It's probably weighs maybe like 150 £200. So
Are we gonna get a horse
yes,
as
yes,
well?
yeah, you'll get two
Lovely.
horses.
2 horses. Can we get snacks for them?
Sure, yeah.
Lovely.
Cool. So
What time of the day is it?
So it was so you spent the night in on humanity, and then it took you maybe like 6 hours um, to reach Thorix. So it's probably like just after midday, maybe like early afternoon.
Okay.
would you rather guys spend the night at Shishespa or go be there in the morning?
How long does it take to go there?
You could probably reach there by nightfall, just about, if nothing happens in between.
That's the thing. Are there any places underway that we could stop to sleep?
No. I'll
Take the night and go in the morning?
Sure. I mean, we could also do the night. If you guys want to spend the night on the way, I can look out.
I like that plan more.
Yeah, okay, sure.
So we can be there sharp at 9.
Sure. Yeah, it's fine. So you spend the night in Thorix. Everyone has a long rest, if that matters. I don't know if it does because we just had one. Um, and then, are you departing for Sea Shethpa? Is there anything else you want to do in Thorix while we're here?
Finish the rest.
Mr. The Alchemist.
Yeah,
Does the Alchemist sell? What does the Alchemist sell?
you can buy regular healing potions for 25 gold pieces, and you can, if you ask them nicely, he might consider selling you something else.
I'm not sure I should be the one asking for extras since I kind of nicked his eye. Would anybody else like to purchase stuff?
Mr. Alchemist, sir, can I have a secret request?
Mm-hmm.
I want a potion that'll make my friend Rusty feel love.
I feel love.
Wow.
Just not romantically.
He says, I
I
don't
don't
know if
think it's.
I'm qualified for that. I'm pretty good at making healing potions. I've got a few sort of potions gone awry. Basically, it's just I'm selling them for 5 gold pieces. There are various different effects. I can't promise what'll happen, whether it's good or bad. But maybe
How
one of
many
them's
do
a
you
love
have?
potion. I've got like 10.
Are we
can...
playing a potion roulette?
I will buy all 10.
There you go, your answer.
Could you tell us what went wrong approximately with each one of those, or is it too much to ask? Should we just take it one roulette at a time?
Yeah,
I prefer not to know. So if
it's
you guys want to find out, I'll cover my ears.
Oh no, it's fine. I'm okay with having a surprise, but I won't drink it.
yeah,
So that's
you
gonna be
won't really
okay.
know what it does until you take it.
Okay.
I won't know what it does until. I mean, I'm not drinking them, but if you want to drink them,
Okay. Oh, Mr. Alchemist, also, I wanted to ask you. So, I remember the Aussie surprise that you served us. It was really good. I just wanted to ask, what do you keep the eyes in?
we keep them in a clear alcohol so that they don't decompose.
Right, right, okay. Um, cool. Thanks. That's all I wanted to know.
Okay.
Oh, no. Well, sorry. Take that back. Can I have a jar with alcohol? Just an empty jar,
An
please.
empty jar.
With alcohol.
You
Just
want
a jar of
an
alcohol.
empty jar filled with alcohol? Do you have a specific type of alcohol you want in it?
Like the one that would preserve tissue.
He sort of says like, you really shouldn't drink that much alcohol.
Yeah, it's fine.
I
I'll
feel
be okay.
bad serving that.
No, it's all right.
Okay, then she will have a half bottle and I will have a half bottle.
He says that's not really. It's like you're basically just gonna buy all of the alcohol that I have because to fill an entire jar, I mean, it would be like 20 gold pieces.
Do you have a smaller jar?
Um, he sort of looks around. He's like, yeah, but, and he sort of pulls out this one. It looks like about the size of. It looks like it's maybe like a liter.
Yeah, take it.
He said, yeah, to fill it with alcohol would probably cost like 7 or 8 gold pieces.
That's fine.
It's a lot of
I'll
alcohol.
take
You
it.
sure? Okay.
Yes.
The
Thank
customer's
you.
always right.
I'm gonna rummage around and take out the 50 gold that I own for the potions. Just put it on the desk.
Yeah.
And I pay for the alcohol as well. And
Yeah.
a jar.
Okay. He says, I'll give you the jar
And
for
then
free if you're buying that much alcohol. I mean, people steal glasses from here all the time. You know.
okay. Okay, okay. And I want to step out and just put all of my eyes in there.
Yeah.
They're probably decomposing slightly, but a bit late than never, I guess.
Kind of assuming that my sister used to take care of my finances and now just one of the party does, so I just have no idea what anything costs.
Oh, I can do that.
Mm.
Like all I want is just like a small amount of gold pieces that to just sleep on every night. And then
Okay, you supposedly should have 100 gold pieces plus whatever your character starts with. Wait, no, you do not because you bought the backpack.
yes,
So you might have whatever your character started with.
a bed's worth. Small bed's worth.
I mean, you can put some under your head and that would count, you know?
Bit lumpy for a pillow, mind.
You can put it under your pillow. Like, like a reverse
True.
tooth fairy.
I go first.
You
If you
just-
do wake up and find teeth there, I would be concerned.
Rusty, Rusty, Rusty.
Yeah?
Would you like a cup of tea? Would you like 10 cups of tea?
Good. Would you like a cup of tea?
No.
Okay, buddy.
Never mind.
I'll have one. I'll have a cup of tea.
Could I also trouble you for a cup of tea?
Do you take it with milk or without?
Who, me? Without, I guess.
Okay.
normal, I guess. But real Paula doesn't like tea, so I don't know.
Oh, heresy.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You should be.
Yeah, that's not them fighting words like.
I guess I serve like the Claudia on then to the Claudia potion to Ulfgear.
I just
And
opened the box
left
to kick Paula, and I was about to type in a reason, and I just decided not to. So, Paula, I've spared you.
What?
I almost kicked you from the call for saying that.
Can just not like tea, okay? I've tried it. I don't like it.
It's fine.
Did
It's
you
fine.
try
You have not
green?
tried the right tea.
Have you tried Yorkshire?
No.
Have you-
I have tried several flavors. I do not like warm water, okay?
have you
Iced
tried
tea.
an grey martini?
I
Which
want
happens to be
martini.
right now. I'll put it in the chat. It is
Yeah, I
delicious.
do like martini.
Okay, can we
It's
get back to the
smooth.
game, guys?
Yeah.
Oh, that's good.
I'm not sure if I can play with somebody who doesn't like tea.
Well, then goodbye.
No, 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 no.
Brilliant.
Oh, it's fine. I'll allow
You'll,
it.
you'll survive. I think you'll survive. Oh, martini.
Indeed.
Tea.
Okay. I thought you were talking about vermouth, because that's kind of, yeah.
Okay, is there
Yeah,
anything else we
exactly.
want to do in Thorax before we set off, or
So say hello to Fletcher the Smith.
yep? I mean, you have to go there anyway to get the Spelljammer helm, but yeah,
Yeah.
you can stop by.
Yeah.
Do we want to ask about any like gossip about the wedding?
Oh,
Because I
yeah.
know it happened, but we kind of missed it.
Fletcher says, "Yeah, I mean, I sort of missed it too. I was sort of working that day. Pretty much the whole village was there. I had no business that day. I don't know why I didn't just shut up shop and join in. But I mean, from what I heard, people got really drunk. They got married. They went on a honeymoon to the Rock of Brawl, I think. Yeah,
What's that?
it's just an asteroid that like it's kind of like a moon, but it's a lot smaller. It orbits Thorax.
Cool.
Yeah, it's like a little asteroid with like its own little sort of community and culture. It used to be like a smuggling den, but then it's sort of like gentrified a bit.
Yeah.
Cool. Well, we will see you when we're back.
Sounds good. Okay. So I have revealed a little bit of the road. So as we're having a lot of roleplay today, as you're making your way along the road, someone has a thought that they're going to ask the party, and I need to pull up my thing. Okay, who will I message? Okay. There we go. So someone has a random thought that they feel like they have to share with the party.
Are you guys good at lying?
Suspiciously asked question. Why do you want to know?
I was thinking about the conversation we had in the other leg of the journey, and to be fair, any of us could have made something up, but instead some of us chose to say nothing. So I was just wondering, maybe it's because you don't want to share it and you're bad at lying, so you can't make stuff up. And Yeah, just wondering.
If you must know, I am not very good at lying.
Insight
What's
check.
your? Yeah, actually, can I like?
Go for it.
No, you
Okay.
don't get to roll socials against other characters. You
Fine.
either, if you don't believe him, then your character can just not believe him, but you can't roll socials against other characters.
Okay. I think I am good at spinning the truth a certain way, but I'm not sure if I'd be that good at lying per se. What about the others?
I'm lying when I have to lie, and I sort of look towards Splat without Splat looking. So, but otherwise, I guess I'm kind of normal. Like, lying has been a pretty recent thing that I've learned.
Mm. What
But
ab-
yeah,
what about you, Splat? Are you a good liar?
Uh,
Liar? Yeah.
dragons aren't afraid of the truth.
Right.
But we can do anything if we put our minds to it.
Very true. Do you think lying is justified in some cases?
Oh, yeah, sometimes it can be really funny and it can make your friends happy.
Right.
Like, I'll tell you a secret.
Yes.
When when I asked Rusty if she wanted a cup of tea, it wasn't actually tea.
Oh God.
What did you do?
I wanted her to try one of the 10 potions to see if she could find love.
I look at Rusty with like kind of panicky expression.
drank the thing. I don't know what it did, but I drank the thing for sure.
Well,
You don't notice any immediate effect.
maybe that one was a dud.
Who else drank the tea?
I also drank tea.
D100 gives me a 36.
Oh boy.
It's a good
Okay.
number.
Everyone standing around Ulfgeir feels like uncomfortably warm as he turned into basically a human radiator.
What's the temperature outside?
Am I also uncomfortably warm, or is it just not like? Do I just feel
So
normal?
yeah, Ulfgeir doesn't feel it, but everyone around him
Okay.
feels it. And the temperature here is kind of like the UK. It's kind of like around 10 Celsius. But around Ulfgeir, it feels like it's around like 40 or 45.
Mm. I kind of
Not like unbearably hot, but like uncomfortably hot.
Like
I,
Spain in summer.
Yeah.
uh, I stand about like a couple of feet away and just like reach my hands out so that I could use a bit of warmth, but
Yeah.
not overheat.
Yeah.
Sitting next to him, I haven't noticed. My metal is pretty like kind of turning red. No, it's not because it's not that warm. But if you touch me, you may feel the warmth
Hmm.
because my metal will be warm.
You're very conductive.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh yeah, I kind of stand in between them and it's just like, which one is it? Which one's the warm one?
And so you're all sort of busying yourselves in the warmth, and you see like in the distance it looks like a maybe like a bird. Um, but
Is it a
then
bird? Is it a plane?
Dude,
no,
someone
it's
was gonna go.
It's
Superman, and he lands now. uh, but as the bird begins to fly closer, you notice that it's a humanoid with wings. Um, and it gets closer, and it sort of like reaches maybe like 50 feet away from
Oh,
you.
hold on. Did
Yeah.
we forget the card? Or
No,
did we take it?
no, you said you were
We
taking
are
it.
in
You
the
said you were
car.
taking it, so don't worry.
Alright. Shit, I was
We
just
are in
like,
the car.
So maybe like
okay.
50 feet in front of the horses, this like giant, well, I say giant, but it's giant for a bird. It's like maybe 5 feet tall and maybe like 6 feet wide with its wings outstretched. It lands face first in the mud on the trail ahead of you.
I
I
think
laughed so
lands is a
hard.
big word for it.
And with that, we're going to take a break because I want a cup of tea.
Okay.
Sure.
Oh, all that talk
Okay.
about tea made you tea thirsty.
Okay, for the people at home, here's a new song that I want to recommend. It's kind of like if you're interested in B movies, it's kind of like a B movie. It's a pretty bad song, but I quite like it. You know, in the same way that there can be a bad movie that you like. This is a bad song that I like. It's called Intergalactic Space Crusaders by Star One. Um,
Wow.
have you heard it?
No.
No, but it sounds unbelievable.
It's I like it, but I know it's bad. Anyway, I hope
Fair enough.
the creator of that isn't listening. Um,
Okay.
anyway,
Well,
I'll see you guys in like 5 minutes. I just want to make a cup of tea. So, okay,
Great.
cool.
see you in a
Yeah.
bit.
Back in a bit.
I'm back.
Hello.
Hey.
Hello.
Hello.
I was thinking back to myself about I used to work for my dad as a welding apprentice, and
Mhm.
there was this story, and I have to tell it because it's just too funny.
Okay.
So we leave these boys off at a site, and we drive back to the workshop, and we get a call from them, and they're like, "Listen, I know this sounds stupid, but all our gloves are of the same hand. So like, if imagine if you had a pair of gloves, but you have two right hand gloves, you don't have a pair, right?
Hmm.
So we were like, okay, silly mistake, whatever. We get down there. I shit you not, one of them had two left hand gloves and one of them had two right hand gloves, and they couldn't put two and two together. That they just needed to switch one glove across. And
No.
we
Wow.
absolutely roasted them, and we didn't let them live it down.
Wow.
That's the quality of that's the quality of apprentices we had to deal with.
Amazing.
Wow.
Amazing. Funnily enough, I was actually telling one of the guys in work today on lunch about in the Curse of Strahd campaign with the Undertaker, who met quite the unfortunate end,
Mm-hmm.
which I thought was quite funny when he fell down the stairs because we decided as a group that it was a great idea to tie his legs together at the top of the staircase.
The shit I got for that.
Like the child, you mean?
I know.
That one?
Like, since then, I had a reputation of killing all our
Killing NPCs just like left, right,
yeah.
Who
and
was it? Who was it that intimidated the child to have a heart attack?
Guess,
Oh, Jesus.
guess.
Oh, brilliant!
That was I fucking hated that just by intimidating this child I gave him a heart attack and almost killed him.
Didn't you like roll a nat 20 on intimidation though?
Yeah, it was
Yeah, but
so
that is
funny.
not like heart attack. Um,
For
it's like you get a
Oh,
natural 20, that means you succeed. No, you kill that child.
well, you succeeded in spectacular fashion.
I mean,
Mm.
he was intimidated.
But he had to have a heart attack and not
He's
tell
only a
us
kid.
what we wanted to know.
You can even say you scared him to death.
She did scare him to death. Yeah.
Oh, is this
Brilliant.
when
Yeah.
when we killed the child?
Yeah.
Then
He's alive. We didn't kill him.
what was the character's motto? That the second worst thing to happen to those orphans.
No.
Amazing.
Anyway, that's everyone back. So, maybe 50 feet ahead of you, on the road, like just who has just completely eaten dirt, is this like bird creature. He lies in front of you and he's not moving. What would you like to do?
Laugh harder.
I would like to get off the cart
Mm-hmm.
and say, "Hello, Mr. Bird." Is that like a possibly a Mr. Bird?
He sort of like you can see he's like twitching and he sort of like tries to get up, but he just falls back on the dirt.
Okay. Can I like turn him over?
Yeah, sure. You walk over to him and you like flip him over, and you now see that he's got like the head of a bird, um, and the body. He's got like claws on his hands and legs, and he also has two large wings. He's completely white. Well, he was white before he hit the dirt. Now he's kind of like a bit dirty. Um, um, but he says,
Hmm.
the, uh, "They they came. They killed my people. They took my home."
Does he have any
Sounds
injuries?
like it's not really your day, but
there.
Romanska
Does
is
he-
also still laughing at this point.
yeah,
Can we?
howling.
Does he have any injuries?
He does appear to be wounded. Yeah. There's like a
Can
laceration across his belly.
Is it mortal or will he live?
I mean, he looks pretty beat up, but he'll probably leave. Live,
Okay,
sorry.
that's like
Who did this to you?
The Griffins.
Who?
The Griffins.
Griffins. Where do you come from?
I live
you
on the Eyrie, in the Shadowed Heights.
Oh, well, we were kind of going there, so we might as well take you back up there and help you get your home back. How about that?
Not too far from here are the rest of my people.
If you
In the clearing, just to the east. Maybe 100 feet in there. If you go and speak to them, maybe they can help you launch an assault to drive those griffins away from our home. I will reveal
Why did do you know why griffins attacked you?
they're evil monsters.
Well,
surely
yeah,
you've got to have something better than that.
yeah.
We're the guardians. We're the protectors. We come from a place. It's called the elemental plane of air, where there are floating islands, and you can live free. We're here to represent elemental air on Thorax. If we do not have the great perch atop the Shadowed Heights, it is just against our nature, and we may have to leave and go back to the elemental plane of air, which may disrupt the balance of elemental powers here on Thorax.
So the griffins don't know it, or do they not care, or what?
They're too dumb to understand such things.
Is that true about griffins? Are they not
You can give me a
intelligent?
nature roll if you like.
Okay. La blah blah la 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 la.
the first roll of the whole session.
I know.
Natural one.
No,
Well,
is it a natural one? No, it's a
no, it's a 6. It was 6 plus 1.
6
Oh,
plus
okay.
1. You may have heard of a griffin. You know that it's some kind of creature, but you don't know how smart it is. You don't know about its ecology. You don't know about its. You don't really know anything deep about it. If someone liked you could probably help her.
Sure.
Okay, you can have
I have-
advantage on that roll then, really. Yeah.
How much?
Yeah, you can have advantage on the roll because someone's helping you.
Oh, okay. Lovely. Sweet. Thank you. Thank you very much.
I think I read something about things
That's a 3 plus
in
1.
a cowboy.
Yeah, you
I
don't
think
know about these
something
things.
Yeah, I think I knew just a moment ago. I had it on the tip of my tongue, but I forgot now.
I think I read something about Griffin in a cowboy novel. They were an outlaw. Maybe they're that.
Okay. Cool. Let's meet the ref. What does the party think? Should we engage with the griffins?
Sure.
Yeah, we can
You've
go.
already fought on one plane. We might as well fight on the rest.
Sure.
We've helped everybody since we started, so what's someone else?
one NPC in need this way or another.
Think of it as preemptively helping out Ashcroft.
Oh yes, we're just very take
But do you know-
initiative in solving
Yeah.
the problems.
Yeah,
Very good.
But do you know why the shadow thing appeared in the mountains? Because it's appearing in Thorix too. Should we be concerned about that?
It's an ancient and long-standing thing. It's been there for generations. This there was this, I don't know, maybe like 40, 50 foot wide area that was just shaded for no obvious reason. Despite the Shadowed Heights, it's the tallest mountain in all of Thorix, but yet there was a shadow over it. It never made sense.
Yeah, is that just appeared in Thorix though? So
Well, is that somehow is this shadow sacred to you guys?
I wouldn't use that word. It's important. I mean, it was a constant. It was something that reminded us that not everything is as it seems. That. And he begins to speak again, and then he sort of like clutches his belly and he says, "I'm really not in much of a state to elaborate."
All right, I'll fucking what spell is it that I use? I'll cast I'll cast Cure Wounds on him.
Okay. So you reach over and your hands sort of like glow, and you go to touch him, and he's like, hot, hot.
Oh
Yeah,
you're still hot.
well, it'll be cauterized as well, all right? I'm not a medical professional. I'm someone trying to help. Now, do you want to live or not?
Yes, I want to live. You're just so hot.
Fine. Here you go.
Okay.
It kills the bacteria.
Yeah.
Your hands glow, and the wound across his belly begins to heal magically.
Nice.
Nice.
He sort of stands up on his feet, sort of tries to brush the dirt off of his wings, and says, "Follow me. As the crow flies, it is east."
What's your name, by the way?
My name
Mr.
is. I've got it here somewhere. My name is Raka.
Raka.
Rhaca. Raka.
AC.
Now, that wasn't so bad, was it?
Why do you? Are you from the elemental plane of fire?
No, I'm from the cold, harsh north. Do the pale skin and ginger hair not give it away?
So
he's just that hot.
But you
know.
radiate heat like the city of brass.
It's just
Well,
it's a
I feel
fever.
fine.
Because he's just that hot, my guy.
Yeah, look at him.
Fine.
Anyway,
And he gets off of his feet and he lifts off into the air and he flies east.
Vlad, were you gonna say something?
Nathan, if you're speaking,
Yeah.
we can't hear you.
Oh,
Yeah, we can hear you now.
is that any?
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah.
No, nothing important.
Okay.
Okay. So the party makes their way maybe like 100 feet across, and there is I wouldn't really call it a settlement, more just like a group of people sitting down on the ground. People, well, the bird people, I should say. There are younglings and elders and people in between, and Rakat is standing there, and he appears to be shouting, "We have found the ones who will slay the griffins."
oh
We'll
god.
have
I mean, it's just. I don't know if we agreed to that yet, but let's go with that.
We must perform the ancient ritual, and we will create an air elemental, which will carry these brave adventurers to the top of the Shadowed Heights, where they will slay the griffins that took us from our home, and we will finally be free at the top of the world to rule over
Could we
and to.
could we ask that you keep an eye on our cart?
Certainly. Where is it?
I guess we have it with us, right?
Okay, sure. Yeah.
Mhm.
Um,
Also,
Also,
how? Yeah, go for it.
would you mind if we do a bit of reckoning first and see the deal with the griffins, and then we will come back and maybe we'll talk about that elemental thing.
the Shadowed Heights. It's such a steep and difficult place to traverse. You would need crampons and climbing gear and rope, and none of you have wings, so it would take you days, maybe weeks, to get to the top.
Would you be able to get us? Well, some of us have wings, but it's not enough to carry everybody. I like pat spot on the head.
Yeah,
Um.
pretty heavy.
So, would you be able to get us down the same method as well?
Yes, we can bring you up and bring you down.
Okay. Are you very do you need the griffins to die, or can we make them go away in a different way?
It would be ideal if you killed them, but I mean, if you made them
Okay.
go away permanently, then that would do fine as well.
Okay. Can we get a bit of context for this conflict? Have you been like always at war with the griffins? Is it just a recent thing?
There's been a long-standing feud between the Griffins and the Aarakocra.
Okay.
Good to know.
Why?
We both fill a similar niche. Though we can talk and we are wise, but they are animalistic. They are more powerful than us, but we are the true rulers. We should we should rule over we should rule over and be in control of the elemental air, uh, the element air in the land of Thorix. They
Well,
are bestial and idiotic. They're brutal.
have you ever considered joining forces?
They don't understand reason. They can't be reasoned with. They don't
Well,
understand speech.
well, as a matter of fact, there is a druid in the north, uh, now in the north, actually, that could give reason to beasts.
Hmm.
Do you know her?
Um, where is this?
Now.
North.
It's way between Saint Delpha and humanity.
This must be a very small settlement. I've never heard of it.
No, she's kind of just there, I guess. She's not her own settlement. We could try and find her.
But in the meantime, my people are without a home. It
Ah.
is so unnatural for us to be stuck here on the earth. Our kind longs to cast off into the wind and be held aloft by the gales, and to be free from the tethers of the earth. It is against our nature.
The mountain not big enough for the two of you.
On hearing that the Arakakra are taking over the homeland, if you will, of these people, I get very silent and I look the person we just saved dead in the eye and just say, okay, send me up.
And what would the party like to do?
I will
Uh,
drop off gear.
yeah, I'll join too.
You're what, sorry?
I'll join Ulfric.
And Splat?
Yeah, I guess someone needs to show these guys how to fly.
And Rayleigh?
I would like to go too, but I just asked them, let me reach out to them first, before attacking.
Okay. And then, hold on. Raka says, "It is time. Begin the ritual." And then there's a bit of a murmur around it, and then three sort of perhaps adult five adult Aarakocra join hands in a circle, and their wings begin to outstretch, and they do one large swoosh down, and all five of them fly out into the air, maybe like 30 or 40 feet into the air, and they're not flapping their wings, but they are levitating somehow. And the group of them begins uh, to rotate about an axis, and they begin to spin, and they begin to spin faster, and eventually they're spinning so fast that it's just a blur. It's hard to see one figure from another. And as this happens, you feel like the air around you becomes like electrified, and in the dead space in the middle of the circle, there's a large, basically like a mini like tornado, a large mini tornado, a a like
Hmm.
10 or 15 foot wide hurricane, basically like twister, appears in the middle of them, and it begins to descend from between them, and it lands on the ground, and it's swirling around, and then you notice that it's hard to make out because it's basically just air that's moving, but you see that it has a face and it has arms. It's sort of like a cone with arms and a face. I can get you a picture if you'd like.
Okay.
It's called an air elemental if you want to Google it, or I can put it in the chat.
For some reason, I was imagining like a traffic cone.
No,
And there's reality kicking in.
the uh, the the cone's smallest point is against the ground.
Ah, okay. Cool.
I'll put it in the general chat. For the people at home, just Google air elemental. I can't be arsed to make a new screen.
So like a tornado
Yeah,
with a face and hands.
yeah.
Okay.
Oh,
And Raka says, "It is time. Board the air elemental, and it will carry you to the area." Are you going to do that, or are you going to?
Don't be afraid, guys.
yeah, we're going. I'm going at least.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the party is carried on top of the air elemental to the area at the top of the shadowed heights.
As we
And-
go up, I would like to cast Armor of Agathis on myself.
Yeah. Where is it? There we go. So this map is slightly worse than the other ones.
Oh, it's barely noticeable.
Yeah. Some of these things I added in after I commissioned the artist, and some of these things whatever. So, all right, where did I have all of the party last time? I had you all in. Probably St. Delpa is the best place to get you all. Copy. Paste. So, does everyone have a movable character?
I've just done that.
No.
Yeah.
Okay, I'll add one for killing.
Wait, hang on.
I've just done that thing where I try to scroll out and then I accidentally press back, and so it's just reloading.
Oh,
Okay. Controlled by
Yeah.
Keenan. So Keenan,
yep, there we go.
You got that?
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
Okay. So I should probably get a thing for the air elemental. I've got this really good website that I use. It's called Token Stamp. token stamp, and you basically just click onto it. You get a you click onto it. You drag and drop up an image, and it gives you like the same image with a circle around it to make it look like the typical enemies in that are used here. So there's that, and then there's also Frosty, who I will grab as well.
Oh yeah, we have the dragon.
Yeah. And where I think Frosty's in St. Delpit. Yeah. Okay. So you arrive in the area. It's basically imagine it's kind of like two birds' nests connected by a large sort of like hollowed out tree trunk. So there's like there is a it's like a large sort of cylinder with the center carved through. So there's like a walkway inside the cylinder to get from one bird's nest to the other. You land on the smaller of the two, and you notice that on top of the cylinder is a griffin, and you can see that in the distance, in the larger bird's nest, there are two griffins. What would you like?
Are there any eggs? Are there any eggs?
You don't see any from where you're currently at.
Okay, I would like to reach out to this one.
Yeah. What would you like?
And say telepathically, and say leave to avoid bloodshed and never come back. Save your life and your family.
So I believe I'm not actually sure how this works. So for telepathy to work, does the thing have to have a language? Because
it must be understand at least one language.
Yeah, this thing does not understand any languages.
Well, I tried.
All? Doesn't understand any at all, no?
No languages, no.
Okay.
It's
so okay. I just like focus, look at it intensely, and nothing happens.
Okay, what's the rest of the party doing?
Say shoo, and wait for them to go away.
Give me intimidation.
Sure.
That's basically what we're trying
I would like to point out that I just looked at him intensely.
Wait, I want to cast Animal Friendship.
Oh, okay.
Apparently, this is what it does. I bring chat. It's a range of 30 feet. I think
you're in range of the one on top of the hollowed out tree trunk, but you're not in range for the other two.
Yeah. Choose a beast that you can see. Must see, hear you. If the beast intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
Okay. Well, its intelligence is below 4, so this spell doesn't fail. I think a rule of thumb in D&D 5e is you have to have an intelligence of 3 to understand the language, I think is the rule.
Oh, wow.
So you know that its intelligence is less than 3 because of the failed telepathy on the part of Aurelia.
Yeah. Okay, so they have to succeed a wisdom saving throw.
Yeah.
Or be charmed. If one of you, or if you or one of your companions harms the target, the spell ends. So we can hit the other two first, I think.
So
and then
they rolled a 7.
Yeah, no, that's not gonna make it.
Okay.
So we convince it that we mean no harm.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm gonna try to, with Rila, do the shoo motion so that they leave.
Okay. So do I roll intimidation now or just be showing them?
You can roll intimidation with advantage because it's charmed.
Okay. What the
That is a 7. And a
You did
natural
ask me to
one.
do that as well, yeah? Total?
Sorry?
Yeah.
Did you ask me to do that as well?
No, just really, because she was the one who was trying to shoot them off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
A 7 is not enough.
I look at Rusty.
Okay,
Oh.
at this point, the 2 griffins that are in the larger den take flight and begin to move towards you. I'd like everyone to roll initiative.
We
Wait.
tried.
We tried.
So we did not have Mr. Winter Doorframe. I'm going to read out your
Oh.
name, and I want you to tell me your initiative rolls. So, Rusty.
Wait, because I have with Gloomstalker, I have my. It's higher. I think it's double. Because it's.
Who would like to control Frosty?
I could be the dragon guy, I guess.
Can be both of the dragons.
Wait, it's.
Okay, I'll
Okay.
control the air elemental.
Okay.
So, Rusty, what's your initiative?
23.
Splat. Nathan?
What?
What did you say?
Splat.
Sorry, I think you cut
Splat.
off.
Initiative.
I got 16.
Okay. Raylia.
16 as well. Which one you want to compare?
Dexterity.
Mine is 14.
Splat, what's your dexterity? Splat. Nathan, what's your dexterity?
Dexterity is +2, so it's
14 as well, or 15?
14.
Right, I'm just going to put Splat second.
Okay.
Elfkier.
7.
Okay. So. You can talk amongst yourselves if we get some typing to do.
Okay, guys. I'm gonna go for the one on the right. And yeah.
Do.
Oh, Dylan, what is your subclass?
Tempest Cleric.
Oh, no.
Clerics use that at level 1.
I wanted to try it out.
Oh, that is chosen at level. It's right.
Okay, so I've got everything, I think. So first off on our initiative, we have Rusty.
Okay. So I'm gonna shoot this one. I'm gonna pull out my gun. So
I'm going to label the combatant ones with red and blue, so you just tell me which one's which.
I'm gonna do blue first.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot 15.
15 hits, yeah, give me damage.
Okay, so that's 1d10 plus 5.
5 damage, okay.
The damage, and because of Gloomstalker, Dread, Ambusher, I can hit again if I take the attack action on the first turn.
Yep.
22.
That hits.
Okay, so that's 1d10 plus 3 plus 1d8. So 13 total on my second hit. Yeah.
Okay, that was Rusty. Next is the Red Griffin. Its speed is that. So. Which one is Rusty, by the way?
Orange.
Okay. It flies around like this It's got 80 feet of movement.
Mm.
It attacks Rusty. Um, two attacks, one with a beak and one with the claws. So beak, claws. That is a 8 to hit and a 13 to hit.
None of them hit.
Okay.
He goes to pick me
Yeah.
or buy me or whatever, but the metal, so
Metal.
it's kind of like he's eating aluminum. Aluminum.
Next is Rayleigh.
Oh, not splat. I'm happy to go now, but yeah. Okie dokie. Let's see. So this one is over here. Where am I? This is me. 55 feet on that one. Okay. In that case, I would like to use my brand new spell called Mind Spike. That
Ooh.
has a range of 60 feet.
Mhm.
And it means that I reach to the mind of that creature and cause it pain. Can I? And then it's a wisdom saving throw and 3d8 psychic damage, or half if the save succeeds.
It rolled a 12.
What?
It rolled a 12 on the wisdom saving throw.
That is not enough.
Okay.
So I roll damage.
Yep.
Do I need to? I don't need to roll attack for it, right? Or
No,
do
if it's
I?
a saving throw, you don't need to roll attack.
Okay. Da 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 da. And 3d8 psychic damage, please. 16 damage. And I would like to look epic while I do it, just like extend my hands while it, and then yeah.
You sort of like there's sort of like a purpley pinky like aura of like psionic energy that like just shoots out of your eyes, and it like goes straight towards the griffin, and it sort of like it catches it in the air and almost like falls out of the sky, but it's still flying. You can see that it's now
Okay.
you can see that it's now bloodied.
Okay. Also, while I, because I hit, like he failed the save. I know its location
Yep.
until the spell ends, and it can't be hidden from me.
Yep.
And as my bonus action, I would like to use telekinetic shove on the other one.
Is that a bonus action?
Yes.
And is that a cantrip?
But cantrip, yeah.
Okay, yeah, it's fine.
And I would like to push him 5 feet away. That is a DC strength saving throw, DC 8 plus.
It doesn't matter. It got a 4. It fails.
Oh yeah, okay.
So you're
So
moving
it's
it
pushed
5 feet
5.
away. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that was really
Not the same one. I want to move the red one away. Sorry.
okay.
So thanks.
That was really it. It's now Splat's turn.
That is going to. The first time I've done this, I'm just going to make sure I'm getting it right. I'm going to cast a twin spell using one of my sorcery points. And I'm going to cast firebolt at two of them.
Both of them, one each.
So yeah, one on each. They can't be on the same person.
Yep.
The first one and the second one.
They both hit.
Okay, so damage for the first one, they're both d10, so eight damage. Second one is 5 fire damage.
Yep.
And that's it. Should
Okay.
I do Frosty at the same time or?
No, I had him roll initiative separately, and he rolled quite low, so he's quite later on.
Okay. Cool.
Next is the blue griffin, who is going to fly up
Me.
here.
Choose me.
Well, yeah, it'll go up to here and attack Rayleigh with its beak and its claws.
Is it a
Beak.
melee attack?
It is a melee attack.
Okay.
The first hit with the beak is a 23 to hit.
That does hit.
Okay. So it does a d8 plus. Okay, that's max damage. That's 12 damage.
It takes 10 cold damage because of my armor of Agathis.
Okay.
Cast on a second level.
Yeah. And then its claws, it actually rolled a nat 20.
Oh,
So
That
that's
is unfortunate. Okay.
that
What
is
does it do with it?
4d6. So that is 11 plus 4 is 15 damage.
Well, I am very. I'm bloodied, but also he takes another 10 of damage.
Another d10. Okay, roll it.
What? What?
Go ahead and roll the damage then.
Oh no, it's just 10 cold damage
Oh, it's just
whenever
flat
it
10?
hits
Okay.
me.
So the creature comes over, bites down with its beak, and it just like this like wave of cold air hits it, and then it goes in with its claws, and it like scratches you up. But then another wave of cold blasts it, and it knocks it unconscious, and it falls off of the of the nest, and it falls down the mountain.
There is blood like coming out of my nose. I am
Are
very
you
much
are you an
not
anime
in a great
protagonist?
shape.
Are you an anime
Huh?
protagonist?
No. I'm just like that. Not doing very well at the
Okay,
moment.
that was the blue griffin. It is now Ulfgeir's turn.
okay, so the red griffin is still there, yeah?
Yep.
Or still around. Okay. I am going to first of all decree or rather I'm going to turn to face him and try and stare him down and say, or shout rather, lo though the time is dark, my faith shines, and then I'm going to cast Guiding Bolt right at him.
Yep, roll the hit.
Okay. Oh my god, it's been so long. 14.
That hits. Give me damage.
Okay. Oh, that was at first level, I should say.
Yeah, it's fine.
Okay. Okay. Okay, that's fine.
So what's the damage?
It is. Oh, hang on. Sorry, because it's 46, not 3. Or not 1, sorry. Roll. Jesus.
I can roll it if you like.
12 total.
Okay.
And the next person to attack him has advantage.
Yep. After Ulfgeir, it is Frosty. I have the White Dragon Wormling thing here somewhere. Yeah, I'm going to pull it up. I've got so many tabs open. Okay. Plus 4 to hit, D10 plus 2, and D4. Okay. So Frosty goes over and flies over beside the red griffin and tries to attack and misses. And that is its turn. It is now the air elemental's turn, which I have somewhere here. That's animal friendship. It looked like air elemental because it started with an A. Okay, it has a slam attack plus 8, does 2d6 plus 5. Okay, so the air elemental flies over here. That rolls a 13, which does hit. So it does 2d8 plus 5. That's 13 points of damage. The red griffin is now bloodied. That's the end of initiative. Did I miss anyone?
No.
Okay.
Don't think
Top
so.
of initiative, we have Rusty.
Okay. So I'm gonna go for red.
Yep.
And did I have advantage or just Frosty?
Oh, you're right. Frosty would have had advantage on that attack. I should probably re-roll it. Yeah, I'm going to re-roll Frosty's attack, and he rolled in that one. Anyway, it doesn't matter. Yeah, the advantage has been used up, unfortunately.
Okay.
Mm.
So I'll just shoot normal.
Yep,
13.
that hits. Give me damage.
Yes, okay. 12.
Yep. Um,
And I shout to the other guy that is charmed. Fly away, run away, be gone.
it looks at you quizzically. It does not understand what you're saying.
Then I'm gesturing like my arm being like, go away, shoo, shoo.
Can I just say we have to kill them? Can I say anything
Yeah, you can speak. Yeah.
Okay. We have to kill them all now. I
No,
think.
he will still be charmed unless we hurt him, but still will be charmed for 24 hours. And
Well,
I have advantage on any ability check to interact socially with it.
he witnessed us killing his kin. You think
But
we should?
still he's charmed.
It's still
'Cause
magically
he is-
charmed.
So
Yeah,
when he's gonna be uncharmed, is he gonna realize or not?
He
in
will
24 hours.
after in 24 hours or when someone attacks it, I believe.
Oh, okay. Mm,
So we could tell him to go away, and then when the other guys come, he will be alone. So,
Anyway, that was Rusty's turn. It is now the Griffin's
yeah.
turn, who will fly closer and try to attack Rusty. That is a 8 and an 18 to hit.
18 hits.
That is plus. That is 10 points of slashing damage. That is the Red Griffin's turn. It is now Aurelia.
do I need to use my action for using hit dice?
What do you mean using hit dice?
If I want to use hit dice to heal myself
Then
up,
you need to take
do
a
I
short rest, which lasts a minimum 1 hour.
Okay. Never mind then. I would like to see what I have. Eldritch Blast, the
Yep.
1d12 or
So it's a d20 to hit,
one.
and it's a d10. And depending on what invocations you have, it either adds your charisma modifier or it doesn't.
Yeah. Okay. That is a 16 to
That
hit.
hits. Yeah, give me damage.
Um. What's my charisma modifier for? 1, 2, 2. That is a 11 damage.
Yeah, it is still standing, but barely. I say standing, flying, but barely. Really, is that your turn?
Yes.
Okay, then it is Splat's turn.
I'm just gonna firebolt the one closest to me.
Yep, roll the hit. That misses. 7 misses.
Then, as a bonus action, I'm just gonna roar at it.
You have the bagpipes.
Too much hassle.
Okay, Splat, is that your turn?
Yeah.
Next is Ulfgear.
Okay. And it's just this one left here, yeah?
Yep. Well, there's the
That
one
we
that's
can see.
charmed here, but the only
Sure.
combatant left is the red one.
Is this one on the nest or is it still in the air?
It's flying above the nest.
Okay. I shall Hmm. How high above the nest is it flying?
Like it is like maybe 10 feet above the nest.
Okay, so it's too high to jump and hit.
Maybe 5 or 10 feet. You could probably reach it if you walked up beside it.
Would it change the difficulty of this if I did remind you my character is 7 foot tall?
You could walk up beside it and hit it.
Okay, in that case, I'm going to move across so that I can be within
Yeah.
melee range.
Yep.
Oh, hello. I'm going to move up here and I'm going to shout mercy is a sign of weakness and then try and smash it with
Yep.
my mace.
Roll the hit.
Okay, let me just find my. Okay, +3. $15.
That hits. Give me damage.
Okay, which is 4 total.
Okay. It's still standing, still flying.
Damn.
Okay.
So that was Ulfgear. Next is Frosty, who I forgot to give control of to Nathan. Nathan, would you like to decide what Frosty does?
Yeah, go for it.
Or do you want me to do it, or are you doing it?
You go ahead.
Okay. So Frosty swoops in beside beside the red griffin, and uses a bite attack, and it hits, and is D10 +2 plus D4. D10 plus D4 plus 2. That is enough. So Frosty goes up, just takes a chomp out of its neck, and it separates the head and the body, and the head rolls
Nice.
down the mountain, and the body like falls onto the nest, and Frosty's like like eating the neck, like bones and all.
Hey,
Okay, we are out of initiative.
But
Okay.
there is this one other one though, right?
yeah, I want to try to intimidate him out to run away.
You can give me intimidation then, with advantage
Okay.
because of the thing.
Okay. Okay. 14.
I'll have it roll against you and see. Yeah, okay. It sees you like tell it to leave, and it sort of like begrudgingly like looks around, and then it turns and flies off.
Nice.
What would you like
Is
to do?
this their base or is it the base that they stole off the air people?
Could you say it again? Sorry,
There are people.
Nathan. You're really quiet. Could you move closer to your mic?
I don't actually know where my mic is in this. Is that better?
Keep
Yeah.
talking.
Is this their base or is this the base that they stole from the bird people?
This is the bird. This is the Aarakocra nest that was stolen by the Griffins.
Okay.
Then no burning down though.
Please no. They'd be unhappy with us.
No, I wouldn't be too opposed to it. Also, is there anything like valuable from like or any indication of what or like anything of the bear people, the Arakokra? Like anything valuable or anything
You can give me
that could
perception to
be
have a look around, or yeah, perception's probably right.
21.
So you're looking around, and you sort of get the impression that the Aarakocra don't actually have any understanding of like the value of anything, and you notice that like nestled in, almost used as like a brick between mortar in the nest, is like a ruby, and like surrounded by like basically like mud that has basically just been used to build the nest.
Can I take that ruby?
Yep, yeah. So you pull it out, and you can mark it down that it's a ruby worth approximately 100 gold pieces.
Ooh,
Nice.
it's like 20 cups of tea.
Wow.
I will say by
Frosty.
this stage the heat has worn off Ulfgear.
But
Okay.
what effect did I have?
It hasn't come up yet, and it will never come up.
Oh, okay.
Oh, fuck.
Noise. I just lay on the ground and breathe heavily.
Is there much of the griffin left, like to eat, or did Frosty have it all?
Frosty had the neck of the griffin, but the body of the griffin's still there.
Okay, I'm gonna join in. I'm gonna kind of like teach Frosty how he can make food better using fire by just blasting it with a few firebolts to.
Okay. Can I have an attack roll actually, just to see how that looks?
Yeah, sure.
14?
14?
Yeah, you're able to hit the Aarakocra and it sort of like singes and slightly cooks the meat. It's still rare, maybe even blue, but it is slightly cooked. Okay, are we gonna rest at the top of the area, or are we gonna leave on the air elemental and rest somewhere else?
I'd
To
say
rest in the company of the other birds, I would like them to like host us.
Sure.
I don't want to leave the guard alone for the night. I think leaving it with them it was risky enough.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Let's get down and come down there then.
Sure. The party
Yeah.
boards the air elemental. And
As we are descending,
yeah.
can I cast? Let me have a look here. Do I have? Is it? I want to cast. Who is it that was hurt through the
Raylia.
Me, but if we're gonna have a long rest,
right
it's
there?
fine. I'll
Okay.
just heal up then. Thank you though.
Okay, that's fine. Okay, no problem.
But I have 3 hit points left. So that was close.
Wow.
And I only survived because I had the armor of Agathis. It gives me temporary hit points, and I got 10 of them. Otherwise, I would have been dead, or at least out. Teehee. Anyway,
Okay. So
down.
the party flies on the air elemental and it brings it back to the bottom of the Shadowed Heights and across into the clearing.
Mm-hmm.
The Aarakocra are like all sort of stood around in anticipation, and you'll arrive clearly battle hardened, but victorious. And what would you like to say, or what would you like to do?
So we care of the griffins.
And they all begin, yeah, cheering.
One thing clear, you can still live among each other. So try and be better next time.
If they don't invade our space, we don't invade theirs.
Mm.
And they said, we want to give you something as a reward. And they all begin to they'll bring out like a little like sack, and they're like, we've heard that you groundlings like shiny objects. So here, and they hand each of the party members a ruby, uh, uh, except for Splat, who is handed a sapphire, but they're all worth 100 gold pieces.
Nice.
We don't really care for earthly possessions, but we like to hold on to them to give them as gifts to people who help us.
So we got 6 of them.
Uh,
And a sapphire.
so
Yeah.
yeah,
Okay.
6 total, because Mr. Winter also would have gotten one.
Oh yeah.
Yes.
Okay. Anything else you'd like to do or say?
Going to come.
Okay. Um, would you like one more social encounter, or do you want to call that for a day?
Call it out.
My character just wants to sleep.
Okay. So the all of the Aarakocra leave and begin to fly back to the Shadowed Heights, and leave your cart with you. It is starting to get quite late, so you might want to just sort of pitch up tent and have a long rest. How does that sound?
Yeah, that
Sounds
sounds
good.
good.
Yes.
Okay. I will stop the recording.